Number one, you'll probably want to add an app icon into your Next.js project. This is done real easily. All you have to do is add an icon.png file into your app directory in your Next.js project. This icon is going to be used in your Browsers tab. The next icon we'll need is Apple icon.png. This is going to be used on iOS. Notice that it has no rounded corners, and the reason for this is because iOS rounds corners for you. Just as a side note, these icons are 512 by 512. The fave icon though is 32 by 32 and is used whenever the web application shows up on Google search. Just make sure that these icons are named exactly the same as what I have here. This is so Next.js can generate the correct tags in the head element when it renders out the HTML file. Number two, this is going to be adding Open Graph image or Twitter image to your Next.js application. And the reason why we want to do this is because whenever you paste a link into any social media platform or even on Notion, there will be an image that usually accompanies the link. And this is that image. Create an opengraph-image.png file in your app directory, and the image needs to be 1200 by 630. To make sure that this Open Graph image is working, all we have to do is start the dev server, open up your project, find the Twitter image inside the head element of your dev tools, grab the content, and just navigate to that image link. And if the image shows up, that's how you know this is all working. Number three, adding metadata to your application. And this is going to greatly help SEO. At the very least, at the top level, layouts.tsx file, make sure you are exporting metadata. And inside metadata, you have at least defined a title, description, and keywords. At the very least. Number four, getting a little bit deeper into SEO, adding sitemap to your application. So what is a sitemap? Well, a sitemap is usually in the form of an XML file. It describes the structure and relationship between your pages and assets. It also helps search engine efficiently crawls and index your website's content. Therefore, it can really help your content get picked up by web crawlers faster and making it easier for search engines to find and understand your web application. To add a sitemap to a Next.js application, just create a sitemap.ts file under the app directory. Inside this file, create a sitemap function that returns an object containing URL, last modified, change frequency, and priority fields. When Next.js builds the application, this will all be converted into the sitemap XML file, which can be used by web crawlers. Number five, adding a robots.ts file. This file controls how much of your web content is accessible by bots and crawlers. Here you can disallow what paths or routes you do not want the bots or crawlers to be indexing. Now for the bonus tip, you definitely want to be adding analytics. What I like to use for, especially if it's a small application, I just go with Vercel Analytic. The reason why I use Vercel is because I use Next.js and I like how easy it is to deploy on Vercel. All you have to do is install the package, import the analytics component from Vercel Analytics, and add it to your component tree in the root layout under body. And that's it. Once you deploy in Vercel, your analytics will be shown under the Analytics tab. This is a very simple and basic analytics, like minimal setup here. We're going for most minimal. However, if you want a more elaborate and more comprehensive analytics product, I highly suggest you try out PostHog. I have used this before, not sponsored by them, by the way. I really enjoyed using it, and it really tracks pretty much everything user does in your application. Both of these products has a really generous free tier, so check them out. One thing you'll probably need for your application is authentication. If you want to see how I set this up with Supabase, definitely check out this video right here.